Anyway, welcome back. Sports Squawk Sunday. Doug and Dan, Doug Young and Dan McClellan here on Extra Sports 1360 and the Spy Belgian Waffle Race. First of all, I want a Belgian waffle. I love Belgian waffles. And Michael Marckx is with us. He is the CEO of Spy Optic, the official eyewear of USA Cycling, and the Spy Belgian Waffle Race underway in mere minutes here in San Diego. And Michael Marckx, welcome to Sports Squawk Sunday with Doug and Dan.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here, man. This is a great event. 150 of the nation's best cyclists doing their thing in North County.
Yeah. Well, we do have a lot of really great cyclists here. We have a lot of the typical North County hammerheads as well. So it's a good group of people getting together to do one of the most grueling races in North America, and certainly the most unique in terms of the terrain and the types of events that are within the event. So there's a Sprinters Award, there's a King of the Mountain Award for the guy that climbs the best, and then there's a couple other awards within the race that should make it very dynamic.
I live in Sorrento Valley on top of a pretty steep hill where I see bicyclists going up and down that every single day in packs. How fast is this sport growing here in San Diego?
Well, San Diego's long been a spring bed of cycling, so you would actually see a lot of professional teams that come down here and train in this area because it's such great open roads, obviously great weather, and then just endurance sports-minded people tend to live down in San Diego. But as far as the growth goes, the cycling industry is enjoying a great surge, whereas other industries aren't doing quite as well, particularly in the cyclocross sector of the market, which has to do with off-roading. It's not necessarily mountain biking, it's not necessarily road biking, but that's the area that people are buying the most amount of bikes, or at least it's growing the fastest.
Michael Marckx with us, the CEO of Spy Optic, and previewing the Spy Belgian Waffle Race, which I guess really kicks off at 7:30 this morning with a Belgian waffle breakfast. Is that right?
Yeah, so I'm upstairs looking down on the festivities here. There's people getting their waffles now, all the early birds. Everyone will chow down a few waffles, get some coffee in them. We'll do the pre-race announcements, and then at 8:30 we'll roll out for what will end up being about a 6 to 10 hour ride, depending on how well prepared you are.
Well, you're the CEO of Spy Optic, and obviously these glasses are very important for the riders. Tell us a little bit about them and how they benefit the riders during the race.
Well, we have a few new styles that we're really proud of. One is called the Screw, and that one has a specific lens that's oil-resistant and water-resistant and super, super light. So you put it on your face, you don't know that it's there. It's protecting your eyes from UV rays, but it's also something you'll never have to deal with or think about again. If it gets oil on it, it rolls off. If it gets water on it, it rolls off. So if you're sweating, it doesn't affect the eyewear at all. And just having a clear vision and nothing impeding that is super important when you're thinking about a million different things, including how not to fall down on the bike. So,
yeah, I would hate to be going down one of those hills at about 70 miles an hour and get a bug in my eye.
Exactly, yeah. So we also have a patented scoop venting in our performance eyewear that doesn't allow them to fog up, so they stay clear all the time, because that's a problem that cyclists tend to have. They're sweating, it gets hot in there, the glasses fog up, and then they can't see anything.
That's huge. That happens to me all the time, and I'm allergic to sweat, so I don't work out much. I'm a slug. Hey, talk about some of the bigger names here. We got some huge names in the cycling world taking part in this race this morning.
We do. We've got Ryan Trebone, who's been a multinational champion in a number of different disciplines. He's a spy rider. He'll be here. Nicole Duke, who was third in nationals this year, she's here. Johnny Walsh, who's won nationals a couple of times. There's a lot of local pros here, a lot of masters athletes that have been pros over the years. There's Olympians like Steve Haig. He's a gold medalist. There's just quite an array of different types of athletes here that are coming to punish themselves and one another.
Well, you mentioned the Olympics, and this being Olympic year. Are there a couple, racers in here maybe tuning up or seeing where they're at in terms of the Olympics?
Those athletes are all overseas at the moment doing some of the Italian or European races, getting ready for what their teams have them doing. As far as Olympic hopefuls here, there's only a couple, and they're from track disciplines. So not the typical guys, because those guys are all getting paid big bucks to be overseas.
Well, this is the first annual event, so you hope to bring this back again next year?
We do. We have a cause, the UCSD Eye Mobile, which is at the Shiley Eye Center. They take care of kids that from low-income families. They take care of their eye care needs. So we hope to turn this into a really big charity event for the years to come, and we think we can do that with the buzz that we've created this year.
Excellent. Mike, I can't thank you enough for taking the time and giving your Belgian waffle a break there to join us. All the best of luck with this event. I hope it becomes an annual thing in San Diego to benefit racing and cycling and the eyeglass thing.
Well, thank you very much for your support, and thanks for having us.
You bet.
All right.
There he is, Michael Marckx, the CEO of Spy Optic, and underway in just a few minutes in North County, the Spy Belgian Waffle Race. I only wish I could have got one of those Belgian waffles.
My wife and I are actually hiking around our community, and they have all these bike and dirt tracks, and I keep saying, I want to buy a bike. I want to buy a bike. So maybe this will inspire me to get out there and do that.
You know what? My brother just moved back here from Houston, and, of course, the most important thing, he damn near rode his bike here from Houston. He has been on his bike every day, riding from Mission Hills to Ocean Beach and Mission Beach. That's a long ride. He's doing like 20, 30 miles a day.
He probably has a body fat of about 4% too, right?
He's got a good beer gut, so I don't know. But he keeps bugging me to go riding with him, and again, I'm a slug. I can't do that. Okay, stay with us. Sports Squawk Sunday, Doug and Dan, Extra Sports 1360. Coming up, Brian Stahovich, the Aztecs All-American punter. Where will he be going come the NFL draft? We'll talk to him next. Sports Squawk Sunday with Doug and Dan, Extra Sports 1360.